What's up, everybody? RedWolfVion here. In today's viewer match replay, we have one submitted from Aqua Vengeance. I had this in the backlog. I'm definitely want to get through before we do the rotation. So, running ReGelGu. I see ReGelGu. So you see right now they have two supports, three generals. They're just going to run it, right? So also, let me see if we did see this. If you want to see the stats, this is the stats he's been running with here. You see it's purely like resistance and strength based, right? So we're going to have some fun here. Pop that mess. Basic match, Lunar Debris belt. Let's see how this goes. They have a Mark II. They have a Beta FS in there. They have a Isaac. They had an Isaac. Let's see if they remain and keep the Isaac. So what you're seeing, it happens when you sortie up. Some people will dodge for many reasons. Some people just don't pay attention. Some people don't like team comp. Well, bro, you just gotta play it. Just play it and learn. That's all you have to do. All right, so you got a closer map this time. You got two ReGelGus. You have two supports in one raid. I think this could happen. This map would be somewhat dangerous given in the middle, the right side is where people could just kind of hug the walls, making it a little bit difficult for suits like full armor Hayukushiki. But then again, full armor Hayukushiki can definitely be close range. Isaac would have been a good pick because it's stealth, but it being in space, it might have to deal with things like full armor Thunderbolt, which I don't even feel like it's that much of a concern versus newer raid suits. All right, let's see how this goes. Pop 3 accommodations, I'm counting on you. These names look familiar. Some of these names actually are familiar. Mobile Suit 0 Double O is familiar. JK 5 TYS familiar. A lot of these names are familiar. But when you play online, sometimes you run into people and you might run into them enough. You're like, oh, I think that name is familiar. I don't know who they are exactly, but you know. Sometimes it's kind of neat when you run into people, right? Okie dokie. Let's see what we got going on. Dropping in 3-1-1 with the prototype Stark Jigen as the support in Thunderbolt, a full armor Thunderbolt for their raid. All right. And this is based on the character Aqua Vengeance on his channel. The cowboy, not the cowboy. Sorry. But anyway, make sure you guys definitely check out Aqua Vengeance's channel. It'll be linked in the description, so be sure to do that. Let's see how this starts. All right. Let's make sure we're the highest quality. I think we are here. Dropping in. You're seeing how right now our boys definitely went out to the front line to get a good shot. Perfect time shot. And you see the support coming over to the right. That's the Finn. So hopefully if you can keep that bad boy down. Oh yeah, he's done. He's done. You see also how the support on their left side is alone. Like they didn't push out or anything. Like their support, one of two things happened. Support overextended, or the team did not push with support. One of those two things. Because you see that they're along the right side and support was on the left side. No one went to capture their C, right? So that's just going to play to our advantage here, because Aqua's team captured D right here. Even though they're being pushed back, it's 2v2 right now. Well, it would have been 2v3, but that other guy left him as is. Let's see if he can help him out. Bruh. There you go. Finish him off. Come on. Hey, that's what I like to see. Let's get it. That was a very good confirmation from the rifle to launcher to the double swings. Now that he's cleared them off, they don't have that point. It is safe to turn back to help your team, which he is doing. Unfortunately, we still have one person that's waiting, but they have two people over here that's playing a Ring Around the Rosie, which at this point in time, it's wasting time playing to that area. So otherwise, it's best to either go around or just hold the middle area. They still haven't captured C yet, but Aqua knows he can probably take pop shots if they're trying to pull back on the inside corridor. That at some point he can possibly take pot shots. And definitely was able to land just a little bit, but a little bit's better than none at all. So he's going to use his dodge. He's going to use his grenade launcher to try to, because he pretty much baited it out, but dang. There you go, bruh. The boosters on this thing is like so dope. Like, its evasion, it just looks so cool. Yeah, and their support. Yeah, what support? What support? Am I right? They're going to try to gun for him, but he's going to stun lock this dude. Ooh, that's beautiful. So the stun lock on that dude is real. He probably was mad. He was not having a good day. I'm positive he wasn't having a good day. All right, so you see 1, 4, and 2 are doing their thing. 3 is coming over there. 3 is going to go capture C to call in their suit. You can tell there that's their plan. Our boys dropping in, and someone's low. Probably going to be able to finish them off very easily here. Just hitting a pop, pop, pop. And it's the raid, of course. Oh, no. Left their own devices. Hey, let's get it. Good job, support. Good job. And so you see how he was using those missiles. It was somewhat annoying because the missiles could definitely hit that ceiling area. So it sucks having weapons like that, but it's very important to know their trajectory and how they operate. That's like running MLS and shooting your vertical missiles like under a bridge. Depending on how high that bridge is, they may or may not hit said bridge. All right, so you have this guy over here playing Ring Around the Rosie. It's 3 people out here, and you and your homeboy may or may not. You just gotta play smart. This guy, he's less than half. You'll probably be able to pop this dude here. Well, number 1 is face tanking that. To pop this dude, beautiful. He's gonna roll. Oh, he's not. Does he even have a roll? Beautiful, beautiful. I love the trajectory of those because they go up and they come down so fast. Oh, they come down so fast. Alright, so what we're going to do this time, I think we're probably going to drop at B, because you see between B and 2, that's the raid harassing him. So our boy Aqua is going to go put in work as a general, doing things generals do. Not like he might not need the help, but getting this raid out of here so the support can assist is so much better. Dude, these missiles are so good. And this thing with the stun proficiency with it is, oh man, look, oh, they're so good. And it's really nice seeing that combo work where you downswing, you missiles, and then you switch back because you have that cooldown time of your melee. So you have enough time to swap to a projectile weapon, especially when it's kind of delayed, but it's delayed enough to allow you to get there. Alright, with all less than 2.5 minutes left, you guys are on the lead by 2,000 and, well, was 2,000, but we're getting there. You know what? At least this rage, he's trying his hardest to work on that, on the support on your team. And see what he's doing. That's why it's very important to use vertical. You know, your ups and your downs, your left and your rights will fight in space. Seeing that there's more than enough people. There's 3 people over there fighting. It was like, all right, we don't need this many people fighting this one guy. So they should be able to peel him off, which finally they were able to take him down. Everyone in your team is still alive, but this is a very, very dangerous moment because you guys are all so low. If they get a clean wipe on you, it's going to be very, very bad. But what you can do is you can finish this guy off here. And once you finish this guy, you can either retreat or you can finish some more people. You're going in for the next one, huh? Get them. Now you have a comfortable life lead, right? So they still have to do a wipe and a half at this point. If you guys play smart, you shouldn't have to worry about it. Granted, everyone's around 500, you know. Very nice, very nice. All right, so you can see they're definitely, they're not necessarily panicked. They're just probably tired of it. They're getting pushed in. You guys are low, but they're not going to do the push they need to do to even take care of all of your team members. Psycho Zaku, very nice. That downswing does so much damage with their missiles. I love seeing it. Hey, there you go, dog. Get that maneuver. Get him. Get him. No. Well, that was close. All right. 3, 2, 1. It is over. Good work. GG's, everybody. GG's. That was a really good use of your kit. Like, really good. Almost everyone beat their rivals. Very nice 131k damage here. Top assist score. I absolutely love seeing it here. Makes sense. Right here is really good. 5 confirms, 3 L's. It's totally fine. High pursuit assists. I really like seeing that. That's really dope. Okay, so let's jump into it and check some stuff out and have some fun. Okie dokie. See, y'all have my music player and everything playing. Jeez, y'all can't even see my music player. That's my stuff right there. That's my stuff. Anyway, before we have some Gundam Build Fighters or LMFAO playing, let's do something a little more chill for you, boy. Hey, look, thank you so much for submitting this video. I really appreciate it. Now, out the gate, you know I respect this play, right? Because being in Space 500, we all know space is not the easiest. I do enjoy your paint, so thank you. That was really dope. All right, so as soon as the battle started, you already non-verbally confirmed your position this fight, because when you came out, you were like, all right, y'all can do whatever you want to do, you can capture this, whatever. I'm a front line, so I'm gonna keep an eye here. So you did a good job baiting, because you know your map knowledge and map awareness is pretty on point, especially with this map, right? So if you even feel the urge or sense, you see someone coming, it's like, I'm gonna just pre-shoot, boop, boom, and he ran into it. Might not have been a lot, but it was some damage. This right here was also really dope, because you went from grenade launcher to beam rifle, beam lance, to missile pod, and I love seeing this combo with the suit. When you switch to missile pod, you shoot, and then you switch back to your melee or something. It just, honestly, it's full of swag. So I really like seeing that, and I like seeing that consistently rather than just once or twice. Very good example of using rotations, because I think for the most part you used all the tools at your disposal with the suit. Now it's real funny, because I know you were baiting like that Mark II. I know when you were baiting out some of his dodges, it effectively worked, right? The good example right there with this suit also is, check it out. So this guy's going to hate his life. He gets stunned, grenade launcher, beam, and then you're just going to finish him off. So I love so much that this thing has these missiles, and this is a dangerous suit to go up against, y'all. Especially if it's in capable hands as such, you'll be fine. Again, another example of not only teamwork but confirming a hit. So this guy is fighting his homie. His homie's gonna pop him. You're gonna pop his missiles. He's gonna panic. You're gonna pop him, and he's gonna roll. You're gonna pop him again, and he's done for. At this point, all you have to do is slide, cancel, do a side slash after neutral, and he's done. Absolutely love it. That was a very good opportunity you took. Now, you realize like what's going on back here, because I believe it was 2 people back here. Was it 1 or 2 people? This raid is causing all sorts of trouble, and I think this raid should have been dead. There was no reason this raid should have been alive for so long, but we see throughout the battle he was maneuvering pretty well. You realize they're just trying to buy some time, and that's one thing you don't want to give the enemy some time, even if it's to capture this point. You go back here, and you instantly, this is very important to notice your map at all times, y'all. You be like, oh snap, he's over there. Oh, word? Let me take a shot real quick. So although you take a shot, he dies. Either way, it's just having that knowledge right there goes a long way. Originally watching, I thought you had actually got that kill, but either way, it's good to see that you were very aware of your surroundings as well as your teammates. Now, this suit, baiting out the dodge, going up again. Here's why this suit is dangerous. Grenade launcher into melee. Now, you did whiff the grenade launcher, but it doesn't matter because your friends were there to bail you out of this. I feel as if that support suit caused little to no problems for you. May it have been it getting destroyed because it was like in the front line, or your raid always on it, but overall I think your team did very, very well. You had a very strong first life. When you come back, you definitely were ready to put in work. I feel as if you're also very aware of the surroundings on your team, as well as where your placement is and where you should be versus where everyone is at. For example, back here, you'll see that this guy's putting work, fighting, and you're like, all right, let me go help my boy. He's the last one alive because their team isn't nowhere to be found, right? Old boy comes up, he runs up, and of course you turn because number one can handle this guy. He's been handling this guy, so you want to go help. And what I love seeing is where it seems as almost you're outnumbered, but you guys outmaneuver your enemies this match. And I really, really enjoyed seeing that in the space map. It's really hard at times because, of course, this happens, but you had to kind of buy some time while you and number one had to withstand, what, 3, 4 of them? Yeah, 4 of their team members, with their 5th just now coming to the fight, I think. Again, like, I think seeing that attack right there while I was watching it was the first time realizing how spot on these missiles were. So you swap beam, missile, bro, that timing is dope, y'all. Look, because the missiles, it's like you knew cooldown, and you still would have hit with them. Swap, dude, I love it. That's awesome. And you got it there very quick because you know his homies were coming to get you. Unfortunately, they did destroy you. Now, this last 3 minutes of the match was where it got very, very decisive because they're really close, but you guys begin to pull away. I don't know if they just not focusing y'all as well, but overall, I think your combos definitely played a key part into locking people down as well as helping other allies. Because one stun, people don't realize you can either try to go for kill, or you can, if you stun an enemy and your teammate cleans up, that's just as good. In my eyes, that's just as good. As long as you win, bruh, you do it. Instead of trying to rush in and get killed, just do what you got to do. Right there, you did realize number 4 was doing this thing. You kind of pulled off. I don't know if that was an accidental scope or you were thinking about it, but again, this raid is doing this thing. He proved himself time and time again. He goes ups and downs and all sorts of things. And that being a spacesuit natively, that's what they do. Their mobility is pretty solid. Now, at this point, though, this is what I was talking about earlier. You're like, all right, there's 3 people over here. I don't need to be over here. That's a very important thing because you had number 4 over here fighting these people alone, and you didn't want him to be alone, so you and homie went in there to put in some work. Doh. And as luck have it, you guys definitely do a good job putting in work. You hold the lead even towards the end of the match. So I feel as if this team had some very strong synergy. The other team, they definitely had a good comp per se, but I think they just had some misplays in terms of when people would run out, when people would retreat and whatnot. Very important. All right, so Aqua, bruh, thank you for submitting this video. I really appreciate seeing this perspective because this is a suit I've not played like that, right? Like, I've gotten it, but I was like, oh, okay, I'll play it, maybe, never. I don't know how I feel. But this is the kind of thing you see, like the potential with this suit, the stats that you had, the defense, the attack, it all plays into a pretty good role, if you ask me. Very good, strong general gameplay here. All right, everybody. check it out. Viewer match replay information will be returning very soon, so make sure you keep your eye out for it. May or may not change up a lot. We'll see how things happen. I do have some ideas I want to try doing. If these ideas are something I can easily implement, or if they're not, we'll just go back to it. But hopefully you enjoy checking out Aqua Vengeance's space destruction spree. But yeah, just remember, everybody, please, 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 please stay awesome. Be cool to one another. All right. With the PC version coming, we want to welcome as many people into this game and this community as possible. So be chill, be cool, and hey, bring them on over to check everyone's channels out and all the cool stuff. There's some good people out there. Without further ado, I wish you a great evening, great day, great morning, night, wherever you're at. Until next time, everybody, stay out of trouble and nothing but love. Peace.